success. It's what we all strive for, isn't it? That elusive goal that seems to dance just out of reach, teasing us with its promise of fulfillment and happiness. But what if I told you that the key to success isn't about what you show the world, but what you keep hidden? That's right, my friends. The 5 things you need to keep under wraps if you want to climb that ladder of success and reach the very top. Now, you might be wondering, why hide anything? Isn't transparency the key to success? Well, in this world of constant sharing and oversharing, where everyone's life is on display 24/7, the real power lies in what you choose not to reveal. It's about strategic silence, about knowing when to hold your cards close to your chest. Number 1, your biggest dreams and goals. Now, I know what you're thinking, but shouldn't I shout my dreams from the rooftops? Shouldn't I let the world know what I'm aiming for? And to that, I say a resounding no. You see, when you keep your dreams and goals to yourself, you're protecting them. You're nurturing them in the fertile soil of your own mind, away from the harsh judgments and skepticism of others. How many times have you shared a big dream with someone, only to have them shoot it down? How many times have you felt that initial spark of excitement fizzle out under the weight of someone else's doubt? That's because most people, even those who care about you, are programmed to see obstacles rather than opportunities. They will tell you all the reasons why you can't achieve your dreams, why you should settle for less, why you should be realistic. The biggest achievements in history were once considered unrealistic. The Wright brothers were told that human flight was impossible. Steve Jobs was laughed at for thinking people would want personal computers in their homes. Elon Musk was ridiculed for believing he could revolutionize the automotive industry with electric cars. These visionaries didn't succeed by seeking approval or validation from others. They succeeded because they kept their dreams close to their hearts, protected them fiercely, and worked tirelessly to bring them to life. So the next time you're bursting with excitement about a new goal or dream, resist the urge to share it with the world. Instead, write it down, meditate on it, visualize it. Let it grow strong and resilient within you before you expose it to the world. Because when you finally do reveal your dream, it won't be as a fragile seedling, easily crushed by doubt and criticism. It will be as a mighty oak, strong enough to withstand any storm. Number 2, your struggles and setbacks. Now, this might seem counterintuitive in our age of vulnerability and authenticity. We're constantly bombarded with messages telling us to share our struggles, to be open about our failures. And while there's certainly value in being honest about life's challenges, there's also immense power in discretion. You see, success isn't a straight line. It's a winding road full of ups and downs, twists and turns. And along that road, you're going to face setbacks, you're going to stumble and fall. You're going to have moments of doubt and despair. These struggles are your private battles. They're the forges in which your strength and resilience are tempered. When you broadcast every setback, every failure, every moment of weakness, you're inviting the world to judge you. You're opening yourself up to unnecessary criticism and doubt. More importantly, you're diluting your own resolve. Every time you share a struggle, you're giving a little bit of your energy away, energy that could be better spent overcoming that obstacle. Instead of sharing your struggles, channel that energy into solving the problem. Use your setbacks as fuel for your comeback. Let your failures be the silent teachers that guide you to success. And when you finally achieve your goal, when you finally break through that barrier, then you can share your story. Then you can inspire others with the tale of how you overcame adversity. Remember, the world doesn't need to see you stumble. It needs to see you soar. So keep your struggles hidden, not out of shame or fear, but out of strategic wisdom. Use them as your secret weapon, your hidden source of strength and motivation. Number 3, your strategy and next moves. In the game of life, as in chess, the player who can think several moves ahead often emerges victorious. But here's the catch. If you reveal your strategy, if you telegraph your next moves, you're giving your competitors an enormous advantage. In business, in politics, in any competitive field, the element of surprise can be your greatest asset. When you keep your plans and strategies close to your chest, you maintain the upper hand. You keep your competitors guessing, always one step behind. This doesn't mean you should be secretive or untrustworthy. It simply means being selective about what you share and when you share it. It means understanding the power of timing and the advantage of being unpredictable. Consider the great military strategist Sun Tzu, who wrote in The Art of War. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make him believe we are near. Now, I'm not suggesting that life is warfare, but the principle holds true. When you're planning a big move in your career, keep it under wraps until the moment is right. When you're developing a revolutionary new product, maintain secrecy until you're ready to launch. When you're preparing to make a significant change in your life, don't broadcast it to the world until it's a done deal. By keeping your strategy and next moves hidden, you're not being dishonest, you're being smart. You're protecting your competitive advantage. You're ensuring that when you do make your move, it has the maximum impact. Remember, in a world where everyone is clamoring for attention, where everyone is sharing every detail of their lives, the person who can maintain an air of mystery, who can surprise and delight, is the one who stands out. So keep your cards close to your chest. Let your actions speak louder than your words. And when you do reveal your hand, make sure it's a royal flush. Number 4, your knowledge and expertise. Now, this might seem counterintuitive. After all, isn't sharing knowledge and expertise a key part of success? Isn't that how we establish ourselves as authorities in our fields? Well, yes and no. There's a delicate balance to strike here. Of course, you want to demonstrate your expertise. You want to provide value and establish yourself as a thought leader. But there's a difference between sharing knowledge and giving away all your secrets. The most successful people in any field, they're known for their expertise, sure, but they're also known for having that special something extra. That unique insight or skill that sets them apart from the rest. And more often than not, they keep that special sauce a closely guarded secret. Consider the world's top chefs. They will happily share recipes and cooking tips. They will even write cookbooks and host TV shows. But their signature dishes, the special techniques that make their food truly extraordinary, those remain closely guarded secrets. The same principle applies in any field. Share enough to demonstrate your expertise and provide value to others, but always keep something back, always have an ace up your sleeve. This approach serves several purposes. First, it maintains your competitive edge. If you give away all your knowledge, what's to stop someone else from replicating your success? Second, it creates an air of mystery and intrigue around you. People are naturally curious. When they sense that there's more to learn, more to discover, they're drawn to you. They want to work with you, learn from you, be associated with you. Third, and perhaps most importantly, keeping some of your knowledge hidden forces you to continually grow and evolve. If you're always sharing everything you know, you might become complacent. But when you keep pushing yourself to develop new skills, new insights, new expertise that you're not yet ready to share, you ensure that you're always growing, always improving. So by all means, share your knowledge, teach others, provide value, but always keep something in reserve. Always have that next level of expertise that you're working towards. Because in the end, it's not just what you know that makes you successful. It's what you do with what you know. Number 5, your true feelings and emotions. Now, I can already hear some of you protesting, but isn't emotional intelligence important? Shouldn't we be in touch with our feelings? And you're absolutely right. Emotional intelligence is crucial for success. Understanding and managing your emotions is a key skill in both personal and professional life. There's a world of difference between being aware of your emotions and wearing them on your sleeve for everyone to see. In the professional world, and indeed in many aspects of life, the ability to maintain a calm, composed exterior regardless of what's going on inside can be a superpower. It's not about being cold or unfeeling. It's about being in control. Think about the great leaders throughout history. In times of crisis, when everyone around was panicking, they remained calm and collected. They didn't let their fear or anxiety show. Instead, they projected confidence and assurance, even if they were quaking in their boots on the inside. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or being inauthentic. It means being selective about when and how you express those emotions. It means understanding that your feelings are your own private property and you get to decide who gets access to them and when. When you keep your true feelings hidden, you gain several advantages. First, you become harder to read. in negotiations and competitive situations. In any high-stakes scenario, the person who can keep their cards close to their chest has the upper hand. Second, you create a sense of stability and reliability. People are drawn to those who can remain steady in the face of challenges. They trust leaders who don't get rattled easily. They respect colleagues who can keep their cool under pressure. Third, by not immediately reacting to every emotion, you give yourself time to process your feelings more effectively. You create space between stimulus and response, allowing you to choose your actions rather than being at the mercy of your immediate emotional reaction. Now, this doesn't mean you should never show emotion. There are times when expressing your feelings can be powerful and effective. The key is to be strategic about it. Choose carefully when to reveal your emotions and to whom. Use your feelings as a tool, not a crutch. Remember, your emotions are a deep well of energy and insight, but like any powerful resource, they need to be managed wisely. Keep them hidden, not to suppress them, but to harness their power more effectively. So there you have it, my friends. The 5 things you need to keep hidden to succeed in life. Your biggest dreams and goals, your struggles and setbacks, your strategy and next moves, your knowledge and expertise, and your true feelings and emotions. Now you might be thinking, but isn't this all a bit secretive, a bit calculating? And to that I say, absolutely. Success, real success, isn't about luck. It isn't about hoping for the best and crossing your fingers. It's about strategy. It's about playing the long game. It's about understanding the chessboard of life and making your moves with precision and purpose. When you master the art of strategic concealment, when you learn to keep these 5 things hidden, you're not just setting yourself up for success. You're creating an aura of mystery and intrigue around yourself. You're becoming the person that others want to know more about, want to work with, want to learn from. Now think about the most successful people you know. Chances are there's an element of mystery to them. They don't reveal everything about themselves. They keep you guessing, they leave you wanting more. And that, my friends, is a powerful position to be in. Now, I want to be clear. This isn't about being dishonest or unauthentic. It's not about creating a false image or pretending to be something you're not. It's about being strategic with what you reveal and when you reveal it. It's about understanding that in a world of constant noise and oversharing, sometimes the most powerful statement is silence. How do you put this into practice? How do you start keeping these 5 things hidden in your own life? Well, it starts with self-awareness. Start paying attention to what you share and why. Before you post on social media, before you confide in a colleague, before you reveal your plans to anyone, ask yourself, is this serving my goals? Is this moving me closer to success? Next, start cultivating an air of mystery. Practice the art of saying less and listening more. When someone asks you about your plans, your struggles, your feelings, learn to deflect with a smile and a vague response. I'm working on something exciting, you might say, or I'm facing some challenges, but I'm confident I'll overcome them. Remember, you're not lying. You're simply choosing not to reveal everything. You're maintaining your power by keeping certain things to yourself. Now, this might feel uncomfortable at first. We live in a culture that often equates openness with authenticity, that praises vulnerability and oversharing. But I want you to remember something. True power, true success often lies in what you choose not to reveal. When you go to a magic show, you're amazed by what the magician does. You're captivated by their skill, their showmanship, their ability to do the seemingly impossible. But would you be as amazed if the magician revealed all their secrets? Of course not. The magic lies in the mystery. The same is true in life. When you keep these 5 things hidden, your dreams, your struggles, your strategies, your expertise, and your emotions, you become like that magician. You captivate people's attention. You leave them wanting more. You create an aura of success around yourself that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Keeping these things hidden isn't just about how others perceive you. It's about how you perceive yourself. When you keep your dreams private, you protect them from the doubts and criticisms of others, allowing them to grow strong within you. When you keep your struggles hidden, you force yourself to find solutions rather than seeking sympathy. When you keep your strategies secret, you push yourself to execute rather than just talk. When you keep your expertise close to your chest, you motivate yourself to keep learning and growing. And when you keep your emotions in check, you develop incredible self-control and resilience. In essence, by keeping these 5 things hidden, you're not just setting yourself up for success in the eyes of the world. You're building a stronger, more resilient, more successful version of yourself from the inside out. Some of you might be thinking, but isn't this all a bit lonely? If I'm keeping all these things hidden, who can I turn to for support? And that's a valid concern. We all need support systems. We all need people we can confide in. The key is to be selective. Choose a small circle of trusted confidants, maybe a mentor, a close friend, a supportive family member. These are the people you can open up to, the people you can share your dreams, struggles, and feelings with. But keep the circle small and trusted. Remember, loose lips sink ships, and in the journey to success, you want to make sure your ship stays afloat. About the benefits you will start to see as you implement this strategy of strategic concealment. First, you will notice that people start treating you differently. They will be more intrigued by you, more curious about what you're up to. You will find that opportunities start coming your way more frequently, as people want to be associated with the aura of success and mystery you've created. Second, you will find that you're more focused and driven. When you're not constantly seeking validation from others, when you're not wasting energy on oversharing, you have more time and mental space to actually work on your goals. You will be amazed at how much more you can accomplish when you're not constantly talking about what you're going to do, but instead just doing it. Third, you will develop an incredible sense of self-reliance and inner strength. When you're not constantly seeking advice or sympathy from others, you learn to trust your own judgment. You become more resourceful, more resilient, more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. And finally, you will start to see more success in every area of your life. Your relationships will improve as people are drawn to your quiet confidence and air of mystery. Your career will take off as you become known as someone who delivers results rather than just talks about them. Your personal growth will accelerate as you're constantly pushing yourself to be better, to know more, to achieve more. As you start to achieve more success, as you start to reach those hidden goals and dreams, you will have the opportunity to inspire others. You will be able to share your story, to teach others the secrets of strategic concealment and purposeful silence. You will become a beacon of hope for those who are still struggling, living example of what's possible when you master the art of keeping certain things hidden. Imagine standing on a stage, looking out at a sea of eager faces, all hanging on your every word. They're not just there to hear about your success. They're there to learn how they can achieve it themselves. And you will be able to tell them with absolute certainty that one of the key factors in your success was learning to keep these 5 crucial things hidden. You will be able to share examples from your own life, times when keeping your dreams private allowed them to flourish, when hiding your struggles forced you to find innovative solutions, when concealing your strategy gave you a competitive edge. You will be able to paint a vivid picture of the transformation that's possible when you master this skill. But here's the kicker. Even as you're sharing your story, even as you're teaching others, you will still be practicing the very principles you're preaching, because you will know that there's always another level to reach, always another goal to achieve. And so even as you inspire others with your past successes, you will be quietly working towards your next big win. This, my friends, is the true power of strategic concealment. It's not just about achieving success. It's about sustaining it, about constantly pushing yourself to new heights. It's about creating a virtuous cycle of achievement and inspiration that can lift not just you, but everyone around you. When you do this, you're not just protecting them from external negativity. You're also giving yourself the space to dream bigger. You see, when we share our goals too early, we often subconsciously limit ourselves to what we think others will approve of or believe possible. But when you keep your dreams private, you allow yourself to imagine the truly extraordinary. Do you think Steve Jobs told everyone he was going to revolutionize the way we communicate before he created the iPhone? Do you think Elon Musk announced to the world that he was going to make electric cars cool before Tesla became a reality? Of course not. They kept their wildest dreams hidden, nurturing them in private until they were ready to shock the world. By keeping your dreams hidden, you're giving yourself permission to think beyond the conventional, to imagine possibilities that others might dismiss as fantastical. You're creating a sacred space in your mind where your ambitions can grow unfettered by doubt or skepticism. But it's not just about dreaming big. It's about maintaining the motivation to turn those dreams into reality. When you keep your goals private, you're not relying on external validation or encouragement to keep you going. You're fueled by your own internal drive, your own burning desire to see your vision come to life. This intrinsic motivation is far more powerful and sustainable than any external praise or recognition. Moving on to the second point, keeping your struggles and setbacks hidden. This isn't about denying that challenges exist or pretending that everything is always perfect. It's about understanding the power of perception and the importance of maintaining confidence in the face of adversity. When you're going through a tough time, it's tempting to share your woes with the world. But here's the harsh truths. The world doesn't reward struggle. It rewards results, by keeping your setbacks private. You're forcing yourself to focus on solutions rather than problems. When you're climbing a mountain, you don't stop every few feet to tell everyone how tired you are or how steep the path is. You keep your head down, you keep pushing forward, and you save your breath for the climb. The same principle applies in life. Keep your struggles hidden, conserve your energy, and channel it all into overcoming the obstacles in your path. This approach also has a powerful psychological effect. When you're not constantly talking about your problems, you're not constantly reinforcing them in your mind. Instead, you're creating mental space for creativity, for problem solving, for envisioning success. You're training your brain to focus on opportunities rather than obstacles. Moreover, by keeping your struggles hidden, you're maintaining an aura of strength and resilience. This doesn't just affect how others perceive you. It affects how you perceive yourself. When you present a strong, confident face to the world, you start to internalize that strength and confidence. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The third point, keeping your strategy and next moves hidden. In today's hyper-connected world where everyone seems to be sharing every detail of their lives, the ability to maintain strategic silence is more valuable than ever. When you keep your plans and strategies private, you're giving yourself a crucial advantage. You're allowing yourself the time and space to refine your ideas, to test and iterate, to perfect your approach before unveiling it to the world. This is how true innovation happens, not in the spotlight, but in the quiet concentration of focused work. Think about the great military strategists throughout history. They didn't broadcast their battle plans to the enemy. They kept their strategies close to the chest, revealing them only at the moment of execution. The same principle applies in business, in career advancement, in any competitive arena of life. By keeping your strategy hidden, you're also protecting yourself from the potential negative impact of premature exposure. How many great ideas have been stolen or diluted because they were shared too soon? How many innovative projects have been derailed by competitors who got wind of them before they were ready? By maintaining secrecy around your plans, you're ensuring that when you do make your move, it has maximum impact. But it's not just about protecting your ideas from others, it's also about protecting them from your own doubts and fears. When you keep your strategies private, you're giving yourself the freedom to think big, to consider bold moves that you might shy away from if you were constantly seeking approval or input from others. Moving on to the fourth point, keeping your knowledge and expertise hidden. Now, this might seem counterintuitive in an age where we're constantly told to build our personal brand and establish ourselves as thought leaders. But hear me out. When you keep the full extent of your knowledge hidden, you're creating an air of mystery and intrigue around yourself. You become like an iceberg. People can see the impressive part that's above the surface, but they know there's so much more depth hidden below. This approach serves several purposes. It keeps people curious and engaged. When they sense that there's always more to learn from you, they will keep coming back, keep seeking your input, keep valuing your contributions. You become a perpetual source of new insights and ideas. It motivates you to keep learning and growing. When you're not constantly showcasing everything you know, you create an internal pressure to expand your knowledge, to stay ahead of the curve. You're always working to maintain that hidden depth of expertise. It gives you a strategic advantage in negotiations and competitive situations. When people can't fully gauge the extent of your knowledge or capabilities, they're more likely to underestimate you, and that's exactly where you want them. But perhaps most importantly, keeping your knowledge partially hidden forces you to focus on application rather than mere accumulation. It's not about how much you know, it's about how effectively you can apply that knowledge to solve real-world problems. By keeping your expertise hidden, you're shifting your focus from showing off what you know to demonstrating the results you can achieve. Keeping your true feelings and emotions hidden. This is perhaps the most challenging aspect of strategic concealment, but it's also potentially the most powerful. Emotions are a fundamental part of the human experience, and I'm certainly not advocating for becoming a cold, unfeeling automaton. What I am suggesting is developing the ability to choose when and how you express your emotions rather than being at their mercy. When you master the art of keeping your true feelings hidden, you gain an incredible amount of power and control in any situation. You become like a chess grandmaster, able to think several moves ahead without giving away your intentions through emotional tells. This skill is invaluable in negotiations, in leadership roles, in any high-pressure situation where maintaining composure is crucial. When others are losing their cool, you will be the calm center of the storm, able to think clearly and make rational decisions. But it's not just about maintaining a poker face in professional situations. Learning to keep your emotions hidden can also lead to more fulfilling personal relationships. When you're not immediately reacting to every feeling, you create space to process your emotions more deeply. You become more thoughtful in your responses, more considerate in your actions. Moreover, by keeping your true feelings hidden, you create an aura of emotional strength and stability. People are naturally drawn to those who can remain steady in the face of challenges. You become a rock that others can rely on, a source of strength in turbulent times. Keeping your emotions hidden doesn't mean ignoring them or suppressing them. It means developing a deep, private emotional life that fuels your actions and decisions without controlling them. It means being able to feel intensely while choosing how and when to express those feelings. Now, I want to address a question that might be brewing in some of your minds. Isn't all this hiding and concealing, well, a bit dishonest? And it's a fair question. We live in a culture that often equates openness with authenticity, that praises vulnerability and transparency. There's a big difference between being dishonest and being strategically private. What I'm advocating for isn't about deceiving others. It's about carefully choosing what you reveal and when you reveal it. It's about understanding that not every thought, feeling, or plan needs to be shared with the world. When you're writing a novel, you don't share every draft, every plot idea, every character sketch with your readers. You work on it privately, refining and perfecting it until it's ready to be revealed. The same principle applies to your life, your goals, your growth. By keeping these 5 things hidden, you're not being inauthentic, you're being intentional. You're treating your life like the masterpiece it is, carefully crafting each element before revealing it to the world. By keeping certain things hidden, you actually become more authentic, not less. You're no longer seeking constant validation or approval from others. You're no longer shaping your goals, your struggles, your emotions to fit what you think others want to see. Instead, you're giving yourself the space to be truly deeply you, without the noise and influence of external opinions. As we wrap up this exploration of the power of strategic concealment, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next week, I want you to practice keeping these 5 things hidden. Guard your dreams and goals fiercely. Face your struggles privately. Keep your strategies to yourself. Hold back a bit of your knowledge and expertise. And work on controlling your emotional expressions. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. You might feel an urge to share, to seek validation, to open up, but resist that urge. Instead, channel all that energy into action. Work quietly and diligently towards your goals. Solve problems without announcing them to the world. Apply your knowledge to achieve results rather than to impress others. Use your emotions as fuel for your ambitions rather than as a way to elicit sympathy or attention. At the end of the week, take stock. Notice how much more you've accomplished when you're not constantly talking about what you're going to do. Notice how much stronger and more resilient you feel when you're not seeking sympathy for every setback. Notice how much more respect you command when you're not wearing your heart on your sleeve. And most importantly, notice how much more in tune you feel with your true self. Because that's the real power of keeping these 5 things hidden. It's not just about achieving success in the eyes of the world. It's about becoming the best, most authentic version of yourself. Remember, my friends, in a world of noise, silence is power. In a world of oversharing, privacy is strength. In a world of instant gratification, patience and strategy are the keys to lasting success. So go forth and conquer. Work quietly, dream big, and let your results speak for themselves. Keep these 5 things hidden and watch as doors of opportunity swing wide open for you. The world is waiting for the masterpiece that is your life. And now you have the tools to create it on your own terms.